What's going on, YouTube? This is another video this week. I actually went to the flea market yesterday and I picked up a bunch of books, and I was really surprised at the number of vendors now that sell comic books and the comic books that they are selling. It used to be, when I go in there, mostly 50 cents, dollar books, stuff like that. You know, there was like one, maybe two vendors that, you know, sold books for a few dollars a piece, or might have a few that are, you know, maybe the most $50 or something like that. But there was actually two other vendors there that I can think of, or maybe even three, that have books in the thousands. Like, you know, I saw 3 or 4 Hulk 181s there. One of them was actually a signature series one. I saw a Batman 13 when I was there. I saw a bunch of early Batmans. Everything you can think of. It was like these two vendors. I actually seen them at comic book conventions as vendors. You know, so they're at their flea market now with a permanent table there, or indoors. So I talked to, you know, the one guy at least. The other guy is always overpriced, so I hardly ever buy anything off him. I'm not even sure if I ever did buy anything off him before. Yeah, he's just always overpriced. I just don't know how he sells anything. Yeah, the other guy I actually talked to, I did buy something, which I'll show. And he's also willing to work with prices, but yeah, he said he's permanent there, and he might move where the table is and everything, but other than that, he's going to be there for a while. So first, let me just show you some of the 50-cent books I bought. On the way in, there's this guy outside that I always pick up my 50-cent books from, and you know, he'll have some good stuff sometimes, you know, so I found a few things that were pretty cool. Not a lot of, I mean, it's nothing really that big of a deal, but I picked this one up, Caliper Comics, Silver Fawn. You know, I just try to pick up Caliper Comics whenever I see them. You know, it's one of those publishers that don't have a whole lot of books, and especially with the Crow and everything like that. I just, you know, I pick them up. You know, I do have a bunch of Caliper Comics, and this is a one-shot kind of thing. From the Pages of the Realm. I just grabbed it, 50 cents, why not? Then I grabbed some of these G.I. Joe Special Missions. Number 2, number 3, and they had number 4. So look at that, they were 50 cents. That price tag just from wherever he had gotten them from. And then he had a bunch of these in there, so I grabbed a few copies of it. This is Bloodshot number 7. This is the first appearance of Ninjak in his costume. So number 6 is like the first appearance of Ninjak. This is the first appearance of him in costume. I got 3 copies of it, so 50 cents. I already have a couple copies of it. I also have number 6, but you know, now I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about later. I says, because I only grabbed this one, but I was thinking, did he have number 6? He might have had number 6, and I just didn't grab it for some reason. I don't know, but who knows. This was a pretty cool find for me. I found some chews in there for 50 cents a piece. This is number 36. Number 35, number 30, and number 15, and number 14. So I got a couple early issues too for 50 cents a piece. And you know, chew books are, you know, going to cost you a little bit of money. I'm not sure how much these are really, you know, you can get these for probably just a couple bucks, but who knows. But for 50 cents, I'll take them. And then I found these in there, and I was very happy to find these. Because I have the graphic novels, or the trays, or whatever you want to call it. This is the Dark Tower series, but they had the individual books for 50 cents a piece, so I figured I'd grab them. This is number 4 or 5 from The Long Road Home, number 3, number 2, and number 1. So I only need number 5. Which I wanted to go to my local and see if they had that, just to complete the series. And they also had number 2 and number 1 of the Gunslinger Born, which I guess is the first series they did. Yeah, actually, it is the first series they did. So Yeah, so for 50 cents a piece, I grabbed them. I'll have to see if they, like I said, my local has them. I'm probably going to go down there today, maybe tomorrow, and you know, pick some stuff up anyway. So this is one of the reasons right here is why I'm going to go and pick some stuff up, because I don't have any Silver Age bags. All I have is current size bags right now because they were out last time I went. So I found these there, and these need like a bigger bag than a current size because they're like pretty thick, thicker than a regular comic. This is Witchblade. It's called Dreamer or Dreamwave, whatever. So that's number 2 and number 1. So I got, I believe that's both of them. Yeah, so I got them. Then I found this in there for 50 cents. This is book 1 Revived edition, A Way of the Warrior. I haven't looked at this yet, but I figured I'd grab it because I like, you know, she. And this is a pretty cool. They had a bunch of these in there. This is a Vampirella book 1 trade from Dark Horse Comics. It's a black and white, but you know, hey, I'll check it out. So that's all. That's the reason I need to go pick up some Silver Age bags because they don't fit in current size bags. Okay, let's see what else I got. Okay, I got all them. Okay, a little bit more, one more stack of stuff. And this is where some of the cooler books come in. I got this because I had number 1 of this. I didn't have, you know, I still need the 3, 4, and 5. Now this is number 2 of Batman Nevermore. You know, I try to grab these elsewhere books whenever I see them. I don't know. My intention is to try to get every single one. And they're not too pricey except for that one book. There is a pricey, but I can't remember which one it is now. But yeah, it's going to cost me a lot of money to get that one. $200-300 probably. I can't remember which one it is right now. But yeah, so I got number 2 of that, so that's pretty cool. Then I found this in 50% off, 50 cent bin. Yeah, these are all 50 cents. So this is number 16, First Warpath, but this is in crappy condition. You know, obviously there's a miswrap on it, but the spine's all ticked up, and then you got a water stain or something down there in the corner. But for 50 cents, I'll grab a second copy. Then I got the number 18, this is the first New Warlock, so number 18, New Mutants, and then I found a annual number 4 that I didn't have. So they had a bunch of New Mutants in there. I actually should have grabbed every single one because I don't know. I would like to complete my set of New Mutants. And these were, I don't know. Well, I got these. I actually already had them, but for 50 cents, I'll grab them. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 1, number 35, I believe that one is. And this is number 38. And I already have both of them. For 50 cents, I'll throw them on my box of doubles. And I'm going to try to put online. Even if I get $1 a piece for them, it's profit. You know, I'm getting double my money back, so. And these were good finds. There's a couple little issues with them, but these are some Adam Hughes Catwoman. There's a like creasing down here and stuff. But number 63, 50 cents. And number 65, there's a little ding up there. But you know, hey, for 50 cents, Adam Hughes cover, why not? I have them already, but why not? This one here, Soulfire Zero, I just got it because it's a cool Michael Turner stuff. I didn't realize this one here actually had all these creasing down here. I probably wouldn't have bothered with this one if I had seen that. But oh well. Then I found these in there. They were X-Men Deadly Genesis. This is one of the variant covers. And this is another one. This is the variant cover by Caseta. I don't remember who did this cover. I looked them up already, but yeah, pretty cool. And now, these are the books. The rest of these books, yeah, they were all the 50-cent books. The last, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more books. This was $1. This is Criminal Macabre. Cale McDonald mystery, #1. And the reason I got this is for $1 is because it's actually signed by Steve Niles. So, which I really like Steve Niles, and of course Ben Templesmith definitely. And I never really looked at these books here, but there's a lot of different. I mean, this series was actually they had a lot of following series. You know, there's a lot of different ones that they published. I didn't know that, so I'm going to check it out and read it actually and see if I like it or not, which I don't know. I haven't really read too much of Steve Niles. I don't like, and of course Ben Templesmith. I just love his art. So, okay. That was $1. And that was all from the guy I found outside, the 50-cent thing. He had one box that was dollar books, and this was in the dollar book box. There was nothing really in there that was worth $1 really, but except for this one here that I saw. I think that's worth at least $1 for the signature. Then inside I went to one guy. He had a bunch of books, but he just, you know, this guy is usually overpriced, and when he starts talking about I asked for him price of the books, and he starts talking about going to eBay to look. Oh, I'll have to go to eBay. I just like, you know, whatever. I didn't even bother. He told me he had the first Jughead #1, and he also had another one, some kind of Archie book. It's like $2,000, and I'm like, I didn't even ask to see him. You know, the guy's just insane with the pricing. But I did find this one. He had this one, and he said $1 for it, so I stuck this one by him. Mrs. Spawn #9, first appearance of Angela, and of course I already have it, but for $1 I'll pick it up. It's in pretty nice condition too, and which is surprising because all his books, basically, almost all his books, are just, you know, in a box, you know, with no bag or cover, bag or board or anything like that. So pretty insane. Then I found that this was actually $5, and I should have tried to get it cheaper, but I don't know. I just thought it was cool, and I didn't really spend a lot of money by this point. But it's in horrible condition, but it's Mad 105. I just got it for the cover, but as you can see, the cover is just like filthy. It's so brown. It's got like a coffee stain or something right there. But it's just basically for the cover. It had $25 price. That's not what the price was. They were selling all his magazines were $5 a piece. So he had some pretty cool ones. He had some Monsters of Filmland, and so he had a few Eries and stuff. But I just didn't want to spend that kind of money when I was there right then, at least. But yeah, it's just filthy. But it's just really for the cover. And then the last book I got. This is the book I was talking about. I bought from the one guy, and I went through his books. He had a lot of books that I would like. I just didn't have. If I would have had a credit card with me, I probably would have came in with more. But I did get this. This is X-Men #14, first appearance of the Sentinels. Now it's not in anywhere mint condition, or you know, it's far from it. But the spine's not too bad. The staples are all really. I mean, everything's nice and attached. Not much wrong with it along there. It's a, you know, it's a lower grade, but it looks okay, you know. And then come along here, looks okay, a little creasing. But then you come up here, and then you see this right here. And that right there is actually a tear. So right there to there is a tear. Yeah, so you can see it tears into there and then goes up. So it's about 1 inch there and about 1/4 inch right there. So, but he had a price tag of $70 on there. And I was able, I said, I took it out and I was looking at it, and the inside's pretty nice. It's actually pretty white pages. The rest of the book's okay, you know, it's pretty good, except for that tear. But then, you know, he saw me looking at it. I just said, hey, could you do 50? And he took it right away, sure. You know, so this guy I'm probably going to go back to, because obviously he works with prices, and his prices in the books are fairly reasonable too. So, and if he's willing to go down even below it that quickly, you know, I'll probably be able to get some books I like there. You know, there are some books that I think that are a little higher than they should be, but other than that, though, it's pretty nice. But yeah, so I was able to get my X-Men #14 first appearance of the Sentinels, and hey, if I ever see a book another one in nicer condition that I can upgrade without the tear in the cover, I'll get it. If not, I'm happy with this. You know, it looks pretty good. Tear's not, I mean, you can see it, but it's, I don't know, I'm happy with it, you know, so, and actually, you probably don't even notice the tear. I can't really see it on the video, but, you know, I didn't know it was torn at first either when I first looked at it. But, yeah, guys, so that's it. So I actually went to the flea market the first time in like a few months, and I was very surprised. So I'm definitely going to be going back. I think maybe next week I'm going to try, and I might try to snatch one of my credit cards off my girl, because she hides my credit cards for me. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Oh, okay, she didn't watch my other video. Check it out. Check it out. Okay, goodbye.